All right, let's get right into it. We've all been praised, right? But what do you do when a compliment feels, well, a little off? You know the kind I'm talking about. The one that praises you by subtly, or not so subtly, putting down your leader. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to handle this kind of dangerous compliment because, trust me, your response is way more than just words. It's a massive test of your character.
So here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we'll pinpoint what makes a compliment so dangerous. Then we'll look at why praise is really a test. After that, we'll check out 2 real-life examples with totally different endings. Then I'll give you a super practical 4-step playbook, and we'll wrap it all up with a whole new way to think about this stuff. All right, let's dive into our first section. The thing is, some compliments, they're not what they appear to be. There's often a hidden weight, maybe even a hidden agenda, lurking just beneath the surface.
So, picture this. Someone comes up to you and says, you know, you're the one really doing all the work around here, not your leader. Oof. For a split second, it feels good, doesn't it? Like, finally, someone sees me. But that moment, how you respond right then and there, is absolutely critical.
And this is the absolute key, so lean in. That statement, it's not a compliment, it's a test. Whether the person saying it realizes it or not, it's designed to probe, to find out where your loyalty really is.
So, where's the actual danger? Well, this kind of praise does a few really destructive things. First, it puffs up your pride, right? Suddenly, you're the secret hero. It also plants seeds of suspicion against your leader. It starts to create this narrative in people's minds that you're a rival. And from there, it just fuels disloyalty and drives a wedge right between you and the person you're supposed to be following.
Now, you might think this is some new, modern-day problem, but it's not. Not at all. The idea that praise is a test is ancient. And honestly, looking back gives us some serious wisdom for how to handle it right now. Just look at the book of Proverbs. It says that a person is tested by the praise they receive, just like silver and gold are tested in a fiery furnace. What a powerful image, right? Praise is this intense heat that reveals the real quality of what's on the inside.
And that really gets to the core of it. There are only 2 ways this can go. Praise is like fire. It can either refine you, burn away all the junk like ego and insecurity and leave something pure and strong, or it can just burn you to the ground. It can completely destroy you.
Okay, let's look at another one from Proverbs that gets even more specific. This one hones in on flattery. It says a person who flatters their neighbor is spreading a net for their feet. Again, what a visual. A trap being laid right in your path.
So, what exactly is this trap? Well, it's a trap for your heart. It's designed to tangle you up, to pull your emotions and your loyalties away from where they're supposed to be. It's trying to get you to walk a different path.
Okay, to really see what these 2 different paths look like in the real world, let's check out 2 incredible stories from the Bible. They perfectly highlight this choice. Do you become the servant or do you become the rival? So first up, we have John the Baptist, the servant. People literally came to him and said, "Hey, that Jesus guy you talked about, he's getting way more popular than you." And what was his response? No ego, just humility. He said, "He must increase, but I must decrease." He completely refused to compete. And the result? He protected himself and his mission. Now, on the other side, you've got Absalom, the rival. He would hang out and listen to people complain about his dad, the king. And his response? If I were in charge, things would be so much better. He took that praise and used it to build himself up. The result? Total destruction. For him and for all the people who followed him. You can't get a clearer picture of 2 paths and 2 totally different fates.
Okay, so we've seen the problem and we've seen the stakes. They're incredibly high. So now let's get to the good part, the solution. We're going to get super practical with a 4-step playbook on how to respond with wisdom.
But before we even get into the steps, we have to get our heads right. We need the right mindset. The Apostle Paul actually dealt with this exact thing. People were trying to create a rivalry saying, "I follow Paul" or "I follow Apollos." And his response? Well, it lays the foundation for everything we're about to talk about. And here is that core principle, the big mindset shift. You are a channel, not the source. That's it. Any talent, any success, any good thing that people are praising in you, it's flowing through you. It's not originating from you. Once you really truly get that, it changes everything about how you hear praise. All right, so here is the playbook itself. 4 simple, but man, are they powerful steps. 1. Answer with clear honor. 2. Refuse secret praise. 3. keep honoring publicly, and 4, remember the source privately. Okay, let's break down exactly what each of those means.
Step 1 is all about answering with clear honor. This means when that dangerous compliment comes your way, you need to have a response ready to go. No fumbling. Here's a script you can use. Wow, thank you so much. You know, I'm really only able to do what I do because of the vision and leadership of our pastor. We're all in this together. See? It's simple, it's humble, and it's incredibly powerful.
So why does a response like that work so well? Let's look at what it accomplishes. First, it redirects the honor right back where it belongs, upward. Second, it corrects the other person's wrong perception. Third, and this is huge, it protects your own heart from getting puffed up with pride. And finally, it sends a crystal clear signal. Hey, if you're looking for someone to join your rebellion, I'm not your guy.
Okay, but what if they just don't stop? What if they keep pushing that flattering praise on you? Well, that brings us to step 2, refuse secret praise. You have to be more direct. You can say something like, you know, I appreciate the kindness, but this kind of conversation isn't really healthy for either of us. It might feel blunt, but it's not rude. You're just shutting the door on that trap before you step in it.
Step 3 is about taking it public. It's about backing up your words with actions. So whenever you get a chance, in a meeting, from a platform, wherever, publicly give credit to your leader's vision. Talk about their ministry. This reinforces to everyone, including yourself, that you are a supportive member of the team, not trying to build your own little kingdom on the side.
And finally, we come to step 4, which might just be the most important one. It's all about what happens in private, when no one else is watching. This is where the real battle against pride is won. You have to regularly, in prayer or just in quiet moments, remind yourself that any good thing people see in you comes from God. That's what keeps you grounded. That's what stops you from starting to believe your own press.
All right, so to bring this all home, let's distill everything we've talked about into a new way of thinking. We'll summarize it with 3 powerful mantras you can actually live by.
Mantra number 1. Compliments are a test, not a throne. Simple as that. They are not a platform for you to elevate yourself. They're an opportunity for you to prove what you're really made of.
Mantra number 2. Any honor that elevates me at the expense of my pastor is a trap to my soul. You have to learn to see it for what it is, a net laid at your feet. Recognize that danger instantly and make the choice not to step into it.
And the third and final mantra is your proactive commitment. It's this: I will always use praise to point people back to God and to the order He has set in this house. You're deciding ahead of time to turn every single compliment into a chance to build up, not tear down.
So, we end right back where we started, but now you've got a full toolkit. That praise, that dangerous compliment that feels so good for a second, it's coming. Sooner or later, it always does. It is a test. And the only question left is, how are you going to respond?